Buongiorno!
Ciao!
Okay, so welcome to possibly the craziest thing we've done this week. We have taken the best bits from lasagna and we've put them into a burger! Yeah, it's epic, it really is. Lasagna burger, I think this is the most out there one which we've done for Feburgerary yet. It is epic, it is really fantastic. I can't wait to see what it turns out.
So what we're doing is we're taking the best bits of lasagna, the crispy, grizzly, cheesy bit. There's a lovely meaty burger. There's a lovely kind of fresh, vibrant passata, and there's sun-dried tomato pesto served in a garlic bread bun.
With the lasagna cheese sauce. Okay, so first step, we're gonna make our burger. It's a slightly spaghetti themed burger. So we are using a food processor. We are taking 1 tin of chickpeas, 1 tin of lentils. That's 500 grams, 240 grams.
Did you drain your chickpeas and lentils, David?
Great clarification, Stephen. Yes, we drained and rinsed our chickpeas and lentils.
Next step, for our whole food fat source, we have 60 grams of cashew nuts. Yay!
Okay, we have 100 grams of wholemeal couscous. It's cooked, obviously.
If you're gluten-free, you could use cooked rice, brown rice, or you could use cooked quinoa, etc. Some form of starch to function as the binding agent.
Okay, so now it's down to flavor agents. We have 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. We've got 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. All the recipes down below if you need clarification. We've got 1 teaspoon of chili powder. We have half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. 2 teaspoons of onion powder.
That's not smoked paprika, that's like
that's mixed herbs.
Mixed herbs, okay.
That's what I said.
Sorry, of course, sorry,
I did say that. Don't watch the video back just to see it. I said it. And then we have 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Anyway, all it's down below in the recipe, or the link is to the recipe.
It's important you have all these because they really are helping making the dish more rounded and just have more complexity. Next step, ground flaxseed. This is going to function as the binder.
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. 2.5 tablespoons of tomato puree.
Good effort.
Sorry.
4 tablespoons of rice flour. Nice spoof and stew. So we're just going to add them in.
Okay, these two are functions, the binding agents. They're going to help hold our patty together and give it just more bite, more structure, and more grizzle.
So this is like the meat sauce of the lasagna.
That's very good. Lid on and blendy.
As it spins, I'm going to add in, we've got 6 tablespoons of veg stock. This is just going to help bind it together. So it comes together beautifully. It's quite a thick batter, so it'll stick together, or a patty dough.
So this recipe makes 4 burgers. Easiest way to shape them is just cut it in half and half to half.
And then simply just measure them out.
And then shape them up into a nice round burger that'll just be slightly bigger than the bun.
So you can see it really is it sticks together. There's nice rigidity to the burger. So we're just going to fry off the burgers. I've got a non-stick pan on a high heat. I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil and we're just going to pop them in the pan.
Once the pan's hot, just reduce it to a medium heat because we want to make sure they cook through into the center.
Okay, next step, we're gonna make our bechamel sauce. So this is our white sauce. So we're gonna start with, we have 50 grams of cashew nuts. I soaked them in water for probably 2 hours.
Hot water, cold water?
Boiling water. Thank you, great clarification.
If you're in a rush, you can just soak in boiling water for 10 minutes and just boil them and that'll be good. Just make sure to drain and rinse them because you're washing off a good bit of the acid, so they'll taste sweeter.
What's that acid called again? Physic acid or something.
Correct. No, it's not that.
So we got about 75 grams net weight of soaked cashew nuts. Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. In it goes. You'll note we're using a blender now rather than a food processor. We've got 250 ml of oat milk. Oat milk we find the best for bechamel sauce or white sauces because it's creamy and delicious.
And next step, we've salt, garlic powder, and black pepper.
Yeah.
In they go.
Quantities are down below
in the recipe. Final bit, juice of half a lemon. Just put your hand over just to catch any pips.
Or sieve it through a sieve.
If you're more into that type.
If you're more refined than my
hands
brother.
are clean though.
So it ends up quite a lovely, thick, delicious, runny white sauce.
Okay, now for the next more exciting part of this dish.
Okay, so what we've done is we've cut a full lasagna sheet in half and we've soaked it in boiling water for probably 10 minutes.
So now I'm going to drain it, just take a lot of the water off it. Try not to cut it if you can, and we're going to drop it into our bechamel sauce. Coat it really nicely. And then we're going to breadcrumb it. Move our pan on high heat. Okay, and then straight into our hot pan.
So that's our crispy, crunchy, delicious lasagna sheet ready to go. So we got the burger done, we got the lasagna sheet done, white sauce is done.
Trying to make our garlic bread. We've simple ciabattas, which we kind of just try to make them a little less doughy and a little bready, so just concentrate the fat.
So what we've got is some olive oil. We chopped some garlic through it. Like literally we've got 3 cloves of garlic and 4 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're gonna rub it on top of the bread.
And just make sure you spread it out as evenly as possible. So the simple way, and kind of generally the way that me and my kids toast our bread, is where we minimize the amount of needing an oven or toasters. We normally take out our blowtorch. So turn your blowtorch on.
Okay, what you can do at home is just put them in the oven or do them in the toaster, but Stephen's been dying to use his blowtorch.
Oh, look at that. Look, it's nearly gone up in fire.
Whoa, cool.
That was really exciting. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Okay, so we make some killer pastos. We're gonna use our pastos. Use whatever pesto you have. We're gonna go with some red on the top.
AKA sun-dried tomato pesto. Or any kind of red pesto.
You could use ketchup even if you didn't have pesto.
Yeah, ketchup would work great.
But typically a pesto is gonna have more, it's just gonna be more satiating.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna put it together. So we've got basil pesto on the bottom, sun-dried tomato pesto on the top. I'm gonna put a burger on the bottom of my one here.
Next piece, just to add a nice juicy bit of freshness, I simply chopped some cherry tomatoes, put a few capers and a little bit of red onion and a pinch of salt through it. This is gonna add a nice bite, saltiness, freshness, and just a sense of vibrance to the dish.
I'm going with a few basil leaves on top of mine now. Literally 3 or 4. It's just gonna give that nice kind of basil-y Italian tone to mine. On top of Steve's, I'm gonna put a couple of basil leaves too, just for the crack. Okay, and then finally the garlic bread with sun-dried tomato pesto on the top. And that is
the lasagna burger!
Wow, boom, here we go folks. This is a first. Lasagna burger, you've seen it here first.
With blowtorch garlic bread on the top.
Wow. 2 of my favorite things in one, dedicating this to you. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, I feel like I'm transformed to the Tuscan hills. Oh my goodness! It's like a burger shop in Tuscany.
No, lasagna is actually from Napoli.
I feel like it brings me back.
I think the best bit is the blowtorch garlic bread.
I like the lasagna she actually.
Really delicious.
Super
Very
interesting.
complex, a lot going on in my mouth. Extremely interesting, extremely delicious. Well worth the effort and the time to make.
Let us know what you think down below. This is, as we said, one of our burgers in our Feburgerary series. Let us know if you think this was our best one yet. We've got lots of other ones.
And also, if you'd like to learn to know how to be a chef and how to approach food without needing recipes and to understand how different components can come together to make incredible plant-based vegan food, check out our Ultimate Vegan Cooking course down below.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.